intuition, when it lines up, it's so beautiful. Like,
It's so magical.
Is it something we can do more of? And can we have, so I'd love to have this conversation with you.
Yes. Oh, I love that conversation because it also has to do with how I genuinely listen to myself and how can I listen to that deeper voice with all of the other voices that are calling for my attention, or calling for your attention, or, oh, you've got to do this. Or there's a certain way that you have to access your intuition. You have to do it in this certain way. Otherwise, it's not legitimate. So I think that intuition is something we all have access to. And that's the first thing that I would say. And the first thing that occurs to me is that your intuition never yells at you.
Oh, that's true. It's kind of a whisper, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's very gentle. It's almost like a little nudge. And it has a softness to it that would make, in normal circumstances, you think, oh, that's just like a fly buzzing, because if it were really important, it would be louder or more emphatic or going ding, 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 neon. But your true intuition has that kind of flow to it. And I've also noticed that it doesn't repeat itself. So if I'm not listening,
it's gone.
I'm using listening more broadly. Like if I'm not giving my attention to that inner, voice stream, because I think it occurs for people in different ways. And that you might also think, I don't have intuition because I'm not having that experience. But the big thing is that if I'm open, there's a sense of an openness to the core of me. And if I miss it, too bad, it's gone. And yeah. And so I've had that experience several times where, in fact, a really famous one, years and years ago, I had this it did repeat back then. It was saying, get your driver's license renewed, get your car registered. When I had moved from California to Colorado to live with Gay, my little voice said, and I said, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then, so one day I literally get pulled over by the police when I'm on my way to an appointment, and I have groceries in my car, and so I get pulled over, and he tows my car because I had not changed the plates on my car, and so off it goes to, and I'm standing there on the side of the road. This is my groceries, and this is before cell phones. So fortunately, he let me off where there was a payphone. We used to have payphones.
Yeah.
And so I called Gay, and I was like, oh my God, and he said, and so this is one of my first experiences of Gay. He says, well, get the message and move on.
Oh, wow.
And it was one of those, oh, I didn't get the message. Wow. So I had gone into my victim and I was whining, but really the message was listen, follow that intuition. And